crane, y'all. Check it out. Pretty cool. This thing is huge. There it is. That's what they grabbed the box with right there. Looks like it's a big ass magnet. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here waiting. Yeah, so as I was saying in the other video, it was a nice day. Yeah, I'm here at the rail yard. I'm sitting in the spot waiting for a crane to come drop this box. I'm doing intermodal. It's been rough. It's been rough. I've been doing it for about a week. I mean, a month and a week so far. And it's not that it's hard work. It's not that it's hard work. With me, it's always a learning curve. It's that whole learning curve because every account is different. So it's just, learning the nuances and stuff like that. It's just crazy because with this account, and when you go to some customers, they don't have empty containers. And pretty much when you deliver to a customer, you have to have an empty container going to the next customer or whatever like that. And it's just really scarce. Containers are really scarce. So certain times you got to go to certain accounts that we have and see if they have empty containers. Some accounts, they don't release empty containers unless you have a full container coming in. So a lot of times it's just scrambling for empty containers, wasting a lot of time. Although you do get paid for that, looking for it. But like for instance, I was talking to one of my coworkers probably about an hour ago, and he was telling me how he did one load in a day, and that's because he was looking for a container for like 5 hours and he could not find a container. So eventually his manager just said, don't worry about it, just go ahead and go home, we'll come back or whatever. So that's the thing. Different accounts, different things happen. It's different nuances that you got to deal with, and that's the major one. That's the most annoying one. Besides, some of these accounts don't pay you a lot of money. They don't pay you a lot of money for the miles, like especially when you're doing local. You're not doing a lot of miles doing local. A lot of your pay is coming from exceptions, like when you get here and you have to wait for a crane or something like that. You may be sitting here for an hour or over an hour, and that's when the pay pretty much starts. Is after an hour. You sitting here, or you may have to look for empties or something like that, or you have to sweep out containers or whatever like that. So yeah, man, it's just a lot of different nuances you got to get used to. You got to deal with. A lot of the rail yards that you go to, they operate different, set up different, different people with different attitudes. It's crazy. Like I came in today and I had to find a chassis, and I went to the chassis yard and there's just chassis stacked on top of each other, and then there's some on the ground. So I'll connect to one, hook up my airlines, I pre-trip the chassis to make sure it's okay. There's no bolts missing, stuff like that. The tires aren't flat or anything like that. There's no cracked lenses or lights and stuff like that. So I hook all the airlines up, and then I hook the electrical cable to it, and there's absolutely no electricity going to it at all. So none of the lights are working and stuff like that. So I just so happened that there was a yard jockey coming into the yard with a chassis connected to him, and I had to stop him, and I flagged him down. I'm like, is that chassis any good? And he said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up taking that chassis, hooking up to that, and that's where I'm at now. I'm sitting in a spot. I'm gonna show you what it kind of like looks like. So you see those containers. I don't know if So you can see down there, but you see that crane down there? All the way at the top. And then there's another one on the other side of me. So I'm just sitting here waiting. I got another guy sitting here right next to me waiting for his container. And then, I'm off to my next stop or whatever. Next stop is about 3 miles away from here, so it's not that far. But yeah, man, so this is some of the things that you got to deal with. Matter of fact, I can't flip this around right now, but I'm just gonna flip it around because there's another crane that's taking the containers off the train. Yeah, that's in front of me, and they put them on the chassis, and then the yard jockey takes them and parks them pretty much. And a lot of times you come in, you just find it, you know what I mean? But sometimes it hasn't been taken off the train yet, so you got to sit here and wait for it to be taken off the train. You know what I mean? Which is cool. I mean, it gives you a break. You can eat or whatever. Take care of business or whatever while you're waiting. But you have to wait. That's the thing. A lot of times this is a waiting game. You are paid for it. So, matter of fact, I just started getting paid. I've been here for about 1 hour and 5 minutes from the arrival time. Yeah, and I'm just learning all this different stuff. It's different codes, and you kind of gotta learn the rail yards and how they operate, how they're marked and stuff like that. Where the empties are, if they have empties, where the chassis are, where the loaded containers are, and stuff like that. A lot of times they have a repair shop in here, so if something's wrong with like your chassis, they can kind of like fix it on the spot. So this is cool. And I'm gonna show you guys what that with the rail yard kind of looks like. Alright, I got out. It's the rail yard right there. You know what I'm saying? So I can see what that looks like. It's a nice, beautiful day. Yeah. So that's it, man. Just here. Another day in the life of a trucker. Conscious trucker. Alright, so I hope you mother truckers, conscious mother truckers, is having a great day. Hope you all guys are healthy, feeling good. Treating everybody how you want to be treated. And that's it, man. This is it. Trucker life, baby. Alright? Y'all have a great day. Peace and blessings.